So here you have the KHIND Stainless Steel Hob, or some of you also call it as a stove. So I already unboxed it, so this is basically what you got. Because the original hole was rather big, I had to put double-sided tape at the sides, so you can see there's actually double-sided underneath this hob to make it stick, because if not it will actually move. Okay, so when you get this stuff, you'll actually get this piece, and you'll get this. Okay, you'll get these particular pieces, and you'll get this piece. So there's actually two sets, one for left and one for right, and you also get this particular piece for cooking. So to assemble it is very pretty easy. Just put it all, arrange it nicely on the stove like what I'm doing. And then this one is a bit tricky because it comes with this. I'm not sure whether this should go in, but I'm assuming that I need to go in, so I'll just put it in first and then arrange it nicely, make sure it's flat before I put in this cover. Okay, so my previous stove, which it was a Rubine, lasted for around 10 years. This one got damaged, so I had to get this kind of KHIND. So I've already fixed all the gas, everything. So to use this stove is pretty easy. Oh, and this one just goes in, just follow where the gap is. So just put it nicely. It just fits in. It's very easy to assemble. So this stove does not come with a regulator. So if you don't have a gas regulator, you have to buy one. Like what I did, I bought this butterfly. All the links for the stove and also the regulator, including the hose, are in the description. So do check it out if you are looking to buy a stove. So why I bought this, one of the biggest reason is because it's easy to clean, because each component for the stove or the burner is easily removed. For example, as you can see on the right here, I can easily remove this one component. I can remove the second component here. Okay, I can remove the third component. So I can easily clean all this area when there's a oil spill, oil splash, or when the water goes into the stove. Unlike one of those glass stoves, there's actually a bump here, which is made out of steel sometimes, or maybe some metal, and dirt tends to go into that particular area, so it's difficult to clean. So this one is just one mold, so it's easy to wipe off, and to put it back, it's pretty easy. Just put it in, it falls into place. Okay. So basically here, as you can see, you have the left stove and right stove. So to start this stove, when you first connected all the regulators, the hose to the stove, you notice one thing, which is when you start a stove, there will be a huge explosion, because there is sometimes air inside the hose, and that causes some slight explosion when you first start the stove. But after a while, you must get a hang of how to start the stove. You can't just twist it up and ask it to start just like this. Sometimes there's an explosion. If that happens, you actually need to start this stove a few times in order for that explosion to go away. So this stove has been started a few times by me. That is why you do not notice the explosion. Okay, let's try it on the left. Okay, the left stove. Okay, you see that sudden burst of flames. That is the explosion I meant. So after a few tries, it goes away. So why does that explosion happen? That explosion happens because of oxygen, or air is trapped inside the hose, and when you press this for too long, there's a lot of gas collected, and suddenly it's ignited, then the explosion happens right there. So there are two ways to solve it. One is actually using this particular device, which is a fire starter. Start the fire starter first, and then ignite the stove. This is the safest way, but that means you have to add in another device to start the fire. I, on the other hand, just prefer to start it slow, get a small flame first, and then move on to the bigger flame. So as you notice, get a small flame and then the bigger flame, so you don't have that much of an explosion. So that's about it, my review about this stove. It's easy to use. The flames are strong enough, and I'm happy with what I bought. Okay, so as you notice, the left and right, the right has better start experience, and I have no complaints so far. I think I'm going to enjoy using this stove, and I hope that it will last for another 10 years or more. So if you want the links to buy this stove and also all the devices that I told you about just now, including the regulator, the hose, and also the fire starter, it's in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review or in the next video in my vlog. Thank you.